Hey, that kind of looks like an SPT head from Lasner, doesn't it?
You know, we haven't talked too much about robots lately, so we're long overdue. Yeah, it really does look like an SPT head with a mono eye. The mono eye, the Xeon mono eye. Everybody knows the mono eye if you know robots. Ain't an accident. Well, the SPT thing maybe, but... Speaking of thinly veiled references to things our audience doesn't care about, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
I'm We Squared!
And I'm the Opinionator. As we said, we're gonna poke around in analysis mode. We kind of have a system worked out. Our plan is to run through the first chapter of each of the characters that we can. Maybe doing a battle every 1 or 2 chapters, and then we'll decide who we're going to go with.
Right.
We kind of have an idea of what we're going to do. Like, we'll pick somebody and then just go all the way.
But depending on what we learn in those things, we might decide to follow a specific character.
Right. We do want to space out the battles, too.
Yeah.
So that we're not doing them all at once. Since we put it on the highest difficulty level, you know, they might actually be interesting to do. But if it comes a point where they're really not interesting to follow, we just won't show them. We certainly wouldn't show any grinding if we do that too.
Right.
What were you going to say, Billy?
About my theory that we're some third party sort of going through all this.
I thought it was convincing at the time, but less so now. But it doesn't mean it's impossible.
Well, look at the description here. Walk along fragments of the past through the eyes of the 13 protagonists. And then if you go to the event list, can you go to the event list from here?
Not here.
Okay, well, the icon next to all of it is like a winding DNA helix. And a common sci-fi, well, I say sci-fi trope, but there's actually a lot of evidence to kind of support it today, genetic memory.
Okay, sure.
So I think that might be an angle that they're going for. We're someone from past all of this, trying to figure out what the heck happened, and potentially maybe try and save the human race.
You know, that may not actually be true, but that is a coherent take. I think that could work, and it could be the case. One wonders why you do get that DNA helix. We'll point it out on the menu when we can. One other thing before we move on. So clearly the main characters are Juro and Iori.
Yeah, just look at the presentation here.
And I can see why Ei Sekigahara has kind of a high billing, but what strikes me as kind of weird is Yuki's placement.
Yeah.
She's a little more prominent than I would expect, but I wouldn't take anything from that at all. For instance, if you look at Juro, next to her is Megumi, who loves the judo in the past. That's why she's kind of in the background, also next to Stupid Kitty.
Screw that cat!
Hijiyama's in the background.
Because he's from the past?
And doesn't really have anything to do with anybody. He's separate from everyone. Ei Sekigahara is right by Iori and is zoomed in, meaning that he's prominent in her mind. And then Iori's friends Yuki and Natsuno are next to her, kind of in a line, even with BJ there. So this means that Keitaro Miura, the guy with the hat, the Fuyuhiko dude, well, we know that he's Judo's friend, but if you look at his placement, he must be relevant in those stories. Anyway, let's get to analysis so we can see what the heck it is. We do have... see, there's that DNA helix.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know what it means, but it's there for some reason. Now, we do have 2 mystery points, but I mean, we're gonna hold on to them until we find something that we really need, you know? What the... What? Oh, I see what happened. I hit L2, and it just moved me over somewhere where I didn't intend to be.
That's how it works.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. No, my goodness.
But like the R2 and L2 are for shifting.
So in that case, what are we actually supposed to do in analysis mode?
Well, analysis mode is also where the mystery files are.
We're just supposed to look at it? Oh, I thought it was actually going to be a thing where we have to put stuff together.
I think analysis, the event archive is just so we can keep everything straight.
No, well, that's what I thought the event archive was, but that says analysis. And it's one of the 3 parts of the game, not event archive. I guess it's really about the mystery files. Well, that being the case, okay, whatever.
Never mind then.
I guess that's us doing analysis. So we can't play Hijiyama yet, but we do get the unlock condition.
Huh.
We can't play Amiguchi because we have to do some more
destruction.
Well, in that case, let's go with Fuyusaka because why not?
I agree. Oh, this just allows us to jump around if we need to.
Oh, I see. We can go back to the previous events directly in a character's storyline, jump around to them, or we can do it from the event screen where we can also replay these events.
Yeah.
Got it.
Did you see that, Usami-chan?
About that cat.
Kitty again.
I don't see it.
Don't trust it.
Must have taken off already.
All right, a talking cat is way back here before judo's beginning, but after some other stuff that's happened, like quite a lot of stuff that's happened. Like all the Natsuno things,
Right.
and I guess clearly the beginning of the Fuyusaka stuff. So this is probably, what's happening here is probably before the deal with the devil that Megumi made.
So many stray cats around here. Maybe someone's feeding them.
Miwa-chan's my good friend. She's gentle, kind, loves talking about romance, even though she's shy with boys.
Isn't this the exact same thing that we got with this before?
Yeah.
Usami-chan sits at the desk.
Probably just for refreshing your memory.
You saw it too, right, Iori-chan?
You might be right.
Didn't it look the same?
Like for keeping, like refreshing your own memory.
After
Whoa.
this, you wanted to go to the record store, right? Yes!
It looked like they were about to see the cat, so I had to start talking before anything else happens.
You must really want that new idol group's album. Well, you know the lead vocalist?
The one who talks to Amiguchi on the TV screen?
Amiguchi.
Amiguchi?
You have to know their names.
He looks a bit like Amiguchi-kun.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Ah!
So what? Jeez. Man, all the guys at school suck.
There's not even one you might like? Being in love is wonderful, Usami-chan. About Amiguchi-kun.
I feel like if I try to be super mega ultra thorough, that events will pass me by.
I think that's a very possible realness. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about
Yeah,
anymore.
you clearly don't know how to talk today.
I heard he's not joining the basketball team. What a shame. He's so good at it. Back in grade school, he played soccer. But one day, he just got bored and quit.
Yeah, he said that he was pretty much just bored of everything. Like, the curse of a well-rounded person who tends to be good at everything he does is that he doesn't enjoy anything at all.
Yeah,
You
nothing.
guys knew each other back then?
Yeah, nothing feels challenging to him.
Yeah, in 4th grade.
Builds an ego, too.
Na-chan too. We were in the same class. Are you sending your love letter, Miwa-chan? I don't know. My fortune said bad luck this week, so...
She's such a Japanese high school girl.
I see. Confessions take a lot of courage, huh? Iori-chan. Sorry.
If I remember correctly, I think she liked Goto. But
I believe so?
But I think what Miwako really likes is liking boys. it doesn't really matter who it is, just the whole thing she likes.
Don't mind me.
My gosh, how much can I talk to her?
Now, where were we? Even just watching from afar, it's like your heart's wrapped in a warm
I
blanket.
think she's still talking about the cat.
You should get a 4-leaf clover, Iori-chan.
The pout on her
It's a
face.
love charm. I saw it in a magazine.
Yeah, and that was some grade A pouting.
If you include it in a love letter to your crush, your wish will come true.
Yeah, I agree with Tomy there.
And what was it last week? Put a photo of your crush inside your pillow?
Really? Really?
Let's see.
That's
No.
it?
No,
Now, where were we?
more like there's nothing else? I thought it was going forever, but they didn't see the
Come
cat.
on. Have you seen how the guys react when Morimura walks in?
How do
Let's just say
I?
they're not looking at her eyes.
She does have a nice figure, and I can sort of understand.
Did you see what she was
As for
doing?
guys I like,
Yeah.
I think Amiguchi-kun's handsome.
I guess I'll just listen to him.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Did you see that, Usami-chan? It was that kitty again.
Ah,
I don't
no!
Do you think we missed the chance to interact with the cat?
Yes, that's why I'm retrying. Wow.
Maybe, but come on.
That's like a
Have you
challenge.
seen how the guys react when Morimura walks in?
Now I actually feel pressured. That like things may not happen if we don't do the right thing. It's
sort of
like we have to
understand.
do things instead of be thorough.
As for guys I like,
And like now I can't talk to.
That guy's
There we
shy.
go. Oh,
Romance aside, I'm still hungry. Let's get more treats.
no!
I don't know. Can we finish this conversation first? Seriously? Well, where were we? Oh,
See, right there, I had
I
another
remember
chance
now.
to scoot away and not interact with the
You've got a
cat.
strange taste in men, Miwako.
Well,
that's mean.
what if we're not supposed to interact with the cat, and as long as we don't scare it off, it'll follow us around to the next scene?
Goto-senpai's
How
pretty cute too. Did you see that, Usami-chan?
Okay, I feel a little bit better
Again.
that we couldn't actually interact
I
with
don't
it.
see it.
Okay, I need to just not freak out about it.
Must have taken off.
I mean, this
So
stuff
many
is meant to be
stray
played
cats
several
around
times,
here.
right?
Maybe someone's feeding them.
Probably not.
The kitty.
Okay, well now what?
It's the same.
Ugh!
Romance, let's get more treats.
Finally, it took forever for me to be able to loop around to the end of the scene.
I like how when you're fast forwarding through stuff,
Which we had to do to figure out what the heck to do.
it looks like fast forwarding in VCR.
Yeah, that's a really neat touch.
Very nostalgic.
Good idea. Where should we go?
I've had friends with conversations like that, where it's just like, excuse
I'd
me,
love
can
to
I?
go back to that one place.
Like, you kind of hard to
Let's
find a
get
spot to
sweets.
interject.
It's a hot day today. Why don't we get soft serve?
You have to do it aggressively.
Nah. I'd rather have crepes.
Let's let Iori-chan decide. The soft serve place just got a new flavor in. I wonder what it tastes like. Don't you
So
wanna
crepes
try
or
it?
soft serve? Due to historical reasons regarding my own life,
I need it.
I despise ice cream with the fury of 1,000 suns. I hate ice cream.
Don't you wanna try
Has
it?
nothing to do with eating it.
Uh-huh.
I will not discuss why I hate ice cream. Feel free to invent your own. God, shut up! Shut up! Feel free to invent your own story about why I hate ice cream, but they won't shut up! This scene is so stupidly stressful because I want to listen to everything, but they'll repeat themselves forever!
I need it.
Just like real people.
Just got a new
Go to eat the
I agree with
crepes!
Usami-chan.
Shut up, all of you!
Crepes sound good right now.
Then that's that.
Let's go.
I don't want to eat crepes, but I don't have anything against them.
You didn't get your usual? Chocolate banana, right?
Double strawberry was half off. I have to try it. Yum.
Oh!
Let's see. How is it? So many strawberries.
Don't you feel really out of place here, Billy? Just in general, not about this particular
Yeah,
scene of eating crepes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not a Japanese high school girl, so, but yeah, I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying.
The edges. Lots of cream.
Oh!
You know, what if I got the tuna in mayo?
That sounds good.
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can get that on a Japanese pizza. Also, you can get that at Subway.
Okay, but on a crepe, whatever they're called?
Why not? If you can get it on a Subway sandwich.
But isn't this a dessert?
Well, not if you get tuna and mayo.
I mean, like, isn't that a pastry that they're eating it out of? You don't combine meat and pastry. It's like
Yes, you do.
It's like crossing the street with Ghostbusters.
Don't you know anything about British cooking? Of course you combine meat and pastries.
No, I don't.
I could have fed it to the cat.
Hey, cats can't have crepes. I actually have cat treats with me.
That sounds good. That sounds wise. She does seem like the sort of person who would give cat treats to cats.
Yeah.
If you want to feed him, give him those.
So you're the one who's been feeding them? Jeez, Miwako.
I'll keep that in mind next time I see one.
Thanks, Miwa-chan.
I'd love to go back to that one place.
Wait a minute.
Their stuff was pretty good.
If we finish this scene
At this point,
and
we've
go
hit up
back
most
to the
restaurants in
beginning
town.
of it, will we be able to tell Miwako to use her
I
cat
love
treat
getting
called the
snacks after
cat?
school.
I have no idea.
It's even better
You know,
than doing them at
probably.
home.
Probably that might be how it
That's
works.
the magic of high
Or
school
that
life.
makes sense anyway.
Do you think we'll put on weight?
If you keep eating that a whole lot, yes.
We did just eat a lot of sugar.
Uh-huh.
Iori,
Time to go jogging.
are you on a diet? Is that crush getting to your head?
Don't tell me. You two are taking things to the next level? It's not like that.
Man, all the guys at school suck.
There's not even one
Ah!
Oh, here we go.
Being in love is wonderful, Usami-chan. Oh, man. Did you see that, Usami-chan? It's why don't we get... Nah,
I'd rather have...
let's let...
Oh! I hate this!
We've had crepes a lot lately.
Restaurants in town.
How do I do
I love
this?
getting snacks after school. Somehow, it's even
Don't
better
move
than
closer.
eating them at home. How do I? Now's the time. I'll use Miwa-chan's treats.
I guess from doing the ice cream, which we had to do, which was really irritating, just cycling through this, waiting for the cat to appear while everyone's just like blah 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 blah. But anyway, we did get another thing.
To consider, and might even come up later.
Well, not to consider it, but lucky item.
Yeah.
Maybe that means something. I don't know.
That's the magic of high
Now's the
school
time.
life.
I'll use...
Then do it. Then do it.
Maybe you have to go to her.
No, I do that and she ran and the cat runs away. I've done that before. That was what happened last time.
Today.
That's why I'm stressed out about this. And see, and I get closer and the cat runs.
Did you see that, Usami?
But if I back off, the cat runs.
Point, we've hit up most restaurants
See, I
in
can't
town.
consider cat treats.
Yeah.
I can't consider cat treats until she says, how do I? And now I
I'll
can.
use...
And everyone is just blah, 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 blah,
The
blah, blah,
magic of
blah.
high school life.
Ah, there.
Hey! Miwa-chan.
And I never want to go through this again. I never want to go through anything like this again.
Over here.
Ah!
Oh, one moment. I'll get the treats.
Yeah, rustle the bag and just start flinging them. It works. Look at Tomi's face.
They're very similar, but I think the one at school looks slightly different. So there's more than one.
You got a good look at the one at school, huh? At the front gate with Kurabe?
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, considering what Stupid Floof said to Megumi, he clearly is like, you will be able to get Kurabe's or Juro's memories back by making a contract with me, and then we find out they're interacting.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? Oh,
Oh, bye, kitty.
That guy's kind of weird, don't you think?
He's a cat.
What were you talking to him
No,
about?
she meant Kurabe.
Oh,
it was...
they're like friends. And isn't it weird for Tomi to say that?
Maybe she's concerned Iori might get close to Juro like Megumi did, and something
Maybe
similar
so.
might happen.
And perhaps because of what happened to her friend Megumi, she literally throws cold water on anybody liking any guy.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
haven't you noticed her doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, maybe she lost her memories.
Tomi?
Yeah, we have no idea. I doubt it, but
Yeah.
it might have happened. Yes, let's recall this. Seeing as how it's a scene that we haven't seen yet. But if they make us blather through all that again, I'll kill them all.
It's only 8:10 a.m. Behold, Iori Fuyusaka, genuine morning person.
For today.
Yeah.
It's not so bad if I put my mind to it.
And set like 8 alarms.
That doesn't work on me anymore.
Oh, kitty! Early cat gets the mouse, huh?
Well, that doesn't make sense. Mice generally aren't going to be active during the day unless they have to be. Now, rats are a different story, and...
I think we're drifting off track.
Okay. Kitty! Kitty!
Oh, he's sleeping.
Just don't be stupid, because when you talk, you're stupid. Oh, I called for a kitty in our
Good morning,
cat
Fuyusaka.
cave!
Robin.
Oh, a cat. Looks just like a stray I've seen by my house.
And of course, I'm sure this cat looks familiar to all our protagonists.
Maybe they're siblings. Kurabe-kun, do you still have those dreams?
Yeah, sometimes.
I have them too. You know that one you talked about earlier? With the UFO buried underground?
Ah, that's what they've called the terminals.
Yeah.
UFO?
Iori!
Oh.
Morning.
And of course it's Tomi who jumps in to stop the other girl from talking to the guy her friend likes.
Right.
Usami-chan!
Oh, poor Megumi.
Good morning.
What were you guys up to over there?
Oh, just looking at a cat.
Very good wholesome activity.
Hey, can we talk a little more?
Well, don't say it like that. People will get ideas.
Okay.
Megumi? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's awful.
Strange dreams.
Stack of paper.
Every day, I have strange dreams. They keep me up at night.
And it's an everyday thing, whereas Judo said he had his dreams sometimes, but he might have just been underplaying it.
Yeah.
What the?
We're just in an infinite memory loop, Damon. We just keep going down.
The chain goes forever. 300 meters underground spaceship ruins.
What the?
So this spaceship, what is it? When is it? Where is it? And why is it?
Yes.
Ancient civilization that's like the ancestor of mankind? No, that's proto-culture. Maybe this has something to do with an ancient civilization crash landing on a planet and then sort of creating a new humanity? No, that's all manner of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the list for that goes on.
Ah! Well, of course he would be here.
Juro,
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried with you all by yourself.
Dream of the future,
If
perhaps?
something were to happen to you,
Juro, stop. I'm flattered you feel that way, but I can't think about this. Not now. I don't want to leave you hanging.
No, I get it. I don't know what got into me.
Uh-huh.
This is no time for a confession.
Love triangle incoming, though who knows when we'll see it, due to the non-chronological presentation of the game.
It would only make things more complicated. But listen, when this is all over, I'll talk to you again. Promise.
And Okino,
There it is again. Were you able to find the source of these tremors?
Okino-kun.
pew!
We have to make sure we check everything.
Remember the kaiju that were immobilized?
Recall, do not recall.
They're starting to collapse.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought maybe that would happen.
The tunnel is blocked. We'll need to find another route to the surface.
There's no use rushing. No one's left up there anyway.
It really is extinction of mankind, blah blah Zegapane.
You don't have to say it. So you remember, I'm so sorry about your mother.
It's okay. Our work here is a good distraction. I'll check the terminal over there.
We're just going to find out that everyone, all the main characters, are from a different time or place.
Maybe.
I didn't mean any harm, Morimura-san.
What?
Wait, what?
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 Oh. Wow, that's a complicated love triangle.
And that certainly explains the nurse's actions, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So this Morimura is future Fuyusaka, who has gone back to the past.
Yes.
And
Wow.
but when we were looking at the Amiguchi stuff, it looked like she sacrificed herself. But we don't know flow of time, people moving in back and forth through time. It's hard to tell what happened to her.
Yeah.
But
Well, wouldn't we know she had to have survived that? Because A woke up with her dead in front of him. So wouldn't that be her endpoint?
I don't know. Not necessarily. Maybe she wasn't dead. Who knows?
Well...
The end point of Morimura or Fuyusaka, who knows when that is? For all we know, it really is here. But she had many adventures first.
Right?
Or maybe not. Who knows?
Don't worry about it.
So, Judo Izumi was in love with Chihiro Morimura. When Judo Izumi was transferred to the past, Megumi Yakushiji fell in love with him.
Yeah.
Then he lost his memories.
And was transported further in the past, remember? Because where they are now is 40 years before the starting point of...
Right. But, well, that hadn't happened quite yet. I wasn't worrying about that, but you're right.
Okay.
And then Megumi sees him getting close to Fuyusaka, who is actually Morimura, and then gets upset about it. And, okay. Wow, it's complicated. Also, earlier, when Miwako and Tomi were talking about Morimura, that's kind of awkward when you think about this, isn't it?
Wow, yeah.
This one block of data is still being analyzed. It's been 3 days and it's only at 1.2%. That's unusually dense. Still, the system's logical structure, it's not so far off from our own.
Looking at the immobilized Daimos, I suppose?
Was Okino-kun right all along? This could be a relic of an ancient civilization.
You don't say. Let's just stand on this obviously transporter-looking thing and beam up.
I wonder what this is for.
I just can't help but think Xenogears, you know?
For obvious reasons.
The spaceship buried 300 meters down into the earth. So I guess these are the terminals.
Yes.
Something incredible, surely. If you asked me for my best guess, I'd say it's a transmission device. In other words, a teleporter.
That's what it looks like.
That's what I said.
Don't give me that look. Hear me out. I actually found some associated data.
Come on, you've taken quantum mechanics. Transmission of matter isn't possible.
That's what our science says.
I like that. Come on, you've had high school too.
We can't assume that alien technology is bound by the same constraints. If my theory is correct, we've got an explanation for the disappearances.
What disappearances?
Including those of your parents, Morimura-san.
Guys, come take a look at this.
So I suppose Morimura in her original personality is motivated by the loss of her parents. Mm-hmm. So maybe she is originally from this time. And because if she doesn't have parents, then if she gets transported elsewhere and re-memoried, I don't know what she would be doing, but we don't see that. We only see her on her way to school. Like maybe she just stands around in an empty room staring straight forward until the right time, and then she runs out screaming that she's late.
With toast in her mouth.
Or maybe she's actually being monitored by Morimura herself.
God!
I mean, if you need to trust somebody to do the work, may as well be you.
It worked for A.
Apparently, yeah.
The analysis took some time, but...
Oh, okay, we don't have a year on it.
I found this.
And this should be a really early event.
Yeah.
What is that?
The map. This relic is enormous.
It's 30 kilometers in diameter.
Wow!
Jesus!
It's the Merkaba from Xenogears.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And the whole thing's underground, right beneath the city.
It looks like a giant saucer.
Fascinating. So this isn't just any alien facility.
Of course it has to look like a giant saucer.
Uh-huh.
It's a UFO. It's alien technology. It's got to be shaped like that.
It has to be because of, like, something collective unconscious, something meta-narrative, which even if it's not part of the story directly, is part of the story.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
they wouldn't keep hammering it.
Yeah.
it's a buried UFO.
We're only 300 meters from the surface.
Only?
Wow!
This facility is huge. How could it have never been discovered?
It's not likely. Rather, it may have been intentionally hidden.
A government cover-up of alien life. Sounds like a movie from the 20th century.
Oh yeah?
Those monsters on the surface. Are they trying to unearth this UFO?
Apparently so.
Just what are they after?
Well, maybe they're trying to dig up the ancient ship that relates to their history.
Yeah!
And what's going to happen is it's going to come to the surface, and there's going to be a booby trap, and oh crap, that's Macross!
It may have something to do with this. It's a data signal being emitted by this facility as we speak. What does it look like to you?
Now a bunch of numbers. Oh, it's counting down.
Yeah, it's a timer. I wonder what happens if we just wait. Well, it'll never run all the way down. I was just trying to remember, was Natsuno Fuyusaka's childhood friend?
They were in school in the 4th grade together.
In the 4th grade?
That's what
In the
she-
4th grade, where was Iori Fuyusaka? Isn't this Chihiro Morimura? How could she have been a child?
Well, hold on now. Wasn't Juro Izumi's memories replaced?
Yeah, but that means that Natsuno's memories would also have to be replaced.
Oh, yeah.
Because they both had the memory of being in 4th grade together, being friends. Now, it very well could be that every one of those memories has been replaced. After all, wasn't that type of monitoring facility supervised by Morimura?
Yeah!
Like Morimura, the fine arts, like the elder? Like, that's kind of what we thought, so maybe it really is that all the people there have been manipulated. Remember, Kyuta Shiba, who is supposed to have been Juro Kurabe's quote-unquote friend, was like, why'd you bring that out? We gotta reset your memory now.
Yeah.
So it could be that it's everybody there, or at least certain students there who are being monitored. Maybe?
That makes sense? That makes sense?
Somebody's lying somewhere in the chain. I think it's safe to assume that these people are the originals.
Yeah, I agree.
All three of them.
This is...
A countdown.
I guess maybe this also makes sense when Okino said in Hijiyama's Sentinel, like, I don't really want to deal with this. Just, I'm not here, okay? Because he didn't want to have to deal with anybody that he knew.
I see.
Okino does seem to have a hard time dealing with people that he knows, after all.
That's true.
It started when the kaiju came in contact with the mainframe. Since then, the clock's been ticking.
We should investigate further.
This may not be appropriate, but I'm honestly excited.
Kind of well said.
This sort of alien technology? I can hardly believe it.
Oh.
What do you think?
So when the countdown reaches 0, what happens?
Oh.
It may be related to the gravity wave abnormality.
Do you think it might launch?
So in maybe the second episode of Macross, the aliens were coming to recover their ship.
Yeah.
And so the people of Earth like kind of worked with the technology that they found on the ship, and it has an anti-gravity drive.
I remember that.
The ship, right? And they're like, okay, we're being attacked by aliens, finally. We knew this time was coming. Activate the anti-gravity drive and launch the SDF-1. And so the anti-gravity drive turns on and then just floats up out of the ship and then just flies off into space. And they're like, what? Why did you do that? You know, it turned on the anti-gravity. There wasn't any gravity, so it flew away. The ship was still there.
Let's just continue the analysis. There's no time for what-ifs. We need to find out what's going on.
Well.
Doesn't that mean that we have to go back? I see. Each character has a percentage of doneness.
Wow, we're already 28% done with her?
Well, for instance, we haven't gone that way.
We haven't presented... I see.
But I guess we have no choice but to talk about it to move down. Is that true? Aha, okay, we just picked it again, and it dropped us right back here.
Yeah.
In the exact same spot, like we can see where we are, so that's our checkpoint. We just had to select it. So now we can go up this way.
Yeah, so now instead of worrying about the cat, we can just talk to Miwako about the lucky item and presumably continue down that path.
Looking at it, I suppose that since there's not a branch point...
Well, if you don't choose to recall, you probably just can't advance the scene.
Yeah, because there's no branch point. Okay. It doesn't look like there's a keyword that we...
Haven't gotten.
But there's still a scene. Okay, I'm starting to understand it. Let's go this way and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still don't...
Maybe someone's feeding them.
Huh. Buried UFO, huh?
Well.
So, at first we were wondering if the way this worked was that we'd get to keep, say, like, lucky item and cat treats. But I guess not. But we do get something new.
Yeah.
A giant UFO buried underground. Was it a premonition? Oh, that's crazy.
It's not going to be useful until later, but if I'm understanding it right, that's what we got by going over here, was we got access to that keyword.
Maybe Natchan's getting to my head.
Maybe this means that we can interact with Natsuno and say something to her about it.
Once she starts talking about UFOs, you'll never hear the end of it.
Anyway, onward to go to our other point.
Though.
Oh God, my soul is wounded by seeing this evil.
We all got the new flavor.
Rich vanilla, right?
It was either this or chocolate mint.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
Having said that, one time in a store, I found the best ice cream in the entire universe. Honey sweet cream. It was amazing. I only had it once and never saw it again. And I have no intention of ever seeing it again because, as I've been saying, I hate the stuff.
Let's see.
Nom, giant bites.
It's so good. Super sweet. You know what my lucky item is this week? Soft serve ice cream. Guess things are looking up for you then. They really are. I can tell. What you should do, huh? But...
Lucky item.
Yes, you're right. I mean, we kind of skipped through it, but my luck for this week is bad. But your lucky item...
Don't forget, you got your lucky item today.
Yeah, just tell him.
Oh, stop. It's so embarrassing.
So who is it then? Is it Amiguchi at this point?
Watching from afar is good enough. But I do envy you, Iori-chan.
Now they're going to talk about A.
Yes.
You talk to Amiguchi-kun like it's no big deal.
Yeah, so basically Miwako just goes through liking all the boys, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's a very normal high school girl experience.
You two were chatting on lunch break, right? In the passageway?
Recall that event.
What about?
Well, dreams? Amiguchi-kun and Kurabe-kun's dreams. They sounded a lot like mine. I wanted to talk to them about it. Maybe we're all connected.
There we go.
Yeah, it'll be a different scene where this time we're talking to Amiguchi as well.
Stack of papers.
Oh, Fuyusaka-san. What brings you here?
Stack of papers?
You weren't at your desk, so I thought I'd check outside.
Man, this must be so painful for Megumi.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for Amiguchi-kun?
Well, trying to.
More dream talk?
I'm sure that's what he'd want to do. But I just want to play games. I thought I'd ask to hang out at his place. You know, I've been thinking. I know we just met here at school, but doesn't feel like it's for the first time.
It's interesting.
Have we met somewhere before? A long time ago?
Sort of?
Yeah, we happen to have the context for this now. I mean, we really got something out of going here.
Yeah!
Like finding out that Iori is actually Morimura.
That's kind of a big thing.
I don't think so.
Oh. Fuyusaka's here too.
And now he's coming in on a conversation that could be taken out of context between those two.
Amiguchi-kun.
Did you have another dream?
You guessed it. It was crazy, man. I was in this tank thing with legs. Walking around, beating up monsters.
Were you watching some sci-fi B-movie before bed?
He's talking about the Type 98.
Yeah.
So you've been having dreams like that all this time?
Oh yeah, especially lately. You too, right, Karabe-kun?
Mine was about a UFO. I went back in time using the UFO's transmitter. I have dreams like that all the time. But in my case,
The UFO's transmitter. I mean, that's what we saw, of course.
Yeah.
I think I'm too easily influenced by movies and stuff.
Why did you come here anyway? Don't tell me you're interested in our dreams.
But, well, he has to talk like that.
I know.
About that. The truth is, I've been having weird dreams too.
I guess this is the point where she actually told them about it. Ah, yeah, that's what I was going to say before. Considering that these are recollections, it's not like we did something that changed the timeline, that we just did something that made us think about something else, but
Yeah.
since both of those already happened...
Yeah.
It seems like they might be related, so I thought I should talk to you guys about it.
Oh yeah? What kind of dreams?
That dream you just told us about. You know, the tank with legs. I saw something similar myself.
For real?
Hold on. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, now we're gonna recall down another level.
Hey, tell us more about that dream.
Ah, okay, I was just seeing if there was something else.
I think that was you in my dream, Amiguchi-kun.
Wait, is it gonna be the other side of him and dang it. Morimura, yeah. No, okay.
The riverbank looks so empty.
What was it we just got? No, don't skip it.
There's no Century Tower.
No! Okay.
2089.
2089? This is even further in the future than we've seen, like, the destroyed stuff.
This must be before it was built. I went back 16 years. Looks like I'm the only one who made it.
What?
Jeez!
So, she came from 2105?
I guess so. Continuity for suckers.
Were Jiro and Okino-kun unable to escape? This must be around the time I was born. And I'm all alone. What am I supposed to do?
Hello!
Yeah.
What is that?
Obligatory panty shot, of course.
Naturally.
Whoa. It's Sumire Bridge. Did I make it back? Hold on!
And there was obviously a lot of tension, like romantic tension, between Amiguchi and Morimura in that one really early scene. So Amiguchi isn't from the same time as Izumi, Morimura, and Okino, but is still from far in the future, because that's a Type 98.
Yeah.
This might actually even be right after Morimura sacrificed herself, and then he immediately goes back and meets Morimura.
Yes.
This is getting complicated to discuss,
You're Chihiro Morimura, am I right?
right?
Who are you?
I'm Tetsuya Ida.
Ida. I have heard that name before, and I think it was in reference to Amiguchi in the scene that Okay, yeah, got it.
I was sent here by the future you.
Right.
To the year 2089.
So this is right after that scene.
The future me?
She asked me to find you on Sumire Bridge 16 years prior, and tell you about our battles.
Yeah,
right.
She did say that.
We'll defeat them this time for sure. It's getting noisy. I don't want to get caught.
So I guess it really is a time travel story, but boy, it's freaking complicated.
Let's get out of here.
What about that thing? Are you just going to leave it here?
Don't have much choice. Gonna need it eventually. I'll worry about it later.
Is that okay? I mean, won't, like, the government just get it? How are you gonna get it back?
For now, though, I think it's best you come with me.
He'll just secret agent his way in or something.
Maybe. For a secret agent from the future, why does he wear a school uniform?
Man, I don't know.
He was involved in, like, military stuff. Shouldn't he be in, like, a pilot suit?
Oh.
And now we're at 42%, having gone through that of hers. Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess we actually went quite a ways. And in order to move forward, we have to unseal mystery files. We've only got 2 MP, but we'll get there.
Well, we've been getting meta chips as we've been clearing these stages, so it's possible we may have hit another threshold.
No. I remember the numbers.
Oh,
they're
okay.
big.
Okay.
They're big. Like, not a few thousand, but, like, we're gonna need something like 19 or 20,000. Like we're gonna have to fight battles. Okay, in the 2060s, the kaiju have annihilated the city, and we've even been told that in, like, the future from when we saw the scene in the buried UFO, that humanity's wiped out. But then in the 2100s, like, you know, AI capable of emotion, space colony construction, you know, which is a quick Gundam shout out. But, like, now the world is in a different place. So how can that stem directly from that, except branching timelines? Maybe.
Well, 2060s just says the city is in ruins due to the kaiju attacks. That doesn't mean that that's the current attacks we're fighting against in destruction mode.
Okay, that really was Chihiro Morimura's corpse, but I'm highly suspicious of that, seeing as Chihiro Morimura is not only omnipresent, but we play as her. So the final countdown is literally one of the very first events in the game.
In 2104.
And then when she gets sent 16 years in the past, which is this, at Sumire Bridge, like from that. But then this 1985 destroyed city grounds when I guess the fight against the kaiju was going with Type 98s, but it wasn't going to work because we didn't have enough stuff yet. That's when Morimura, who had gone even further into the past and was an adult, sent Shu Amiguchi with some knowledge to 2089 to find her at Sumire Bridge to tell her to do more to get her to come back, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, and then the A Sekigahara stuff is actually pretty darn late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the final battle, or the beginning of the final battle, which there's still plenty of stuff afterwards. Okay, I understand what's going on. Okay, after all that confusion through which we did clear 42%, or up to 42% of her stuff, we're gonna do some battle. For one, it'll begin to unlock some stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Like, I think Amiguchi's next one to unlock is after the second one of these. We do.
For the next assault, we will form and deploy 2 squads. One to launch an attack, and one on defense.
So I guess the guys on attack are just the people that we're bringing.
Yeah.
Jeez. With this few people? What's the point of splitting us up?
Yeah, why don't we all just gang up and beat the crap out of them?
Yeah, let's address this.
No, we need to focus on protection. The kaiju are going to try to burrow underground to attack the terminal. If they get that far, then the Sentinels won't be enough to stop them.
This is the only way we can stop them. We cannot allow even a single one through. If they manage to get past our defense squad, then our battle really will be over. We need to balance our priority between defense and directly neutralizing the invasion force.
Fine. My place is in the offensive line.
You guys just hang back and watch me kick their shit in.
We have enough aggressive fighters that they'll really all want to be out there, but that doesn't mean anything.
Your units will have a hard time dealing with aerial enemies. But we can predict the kinds of dymos we'll be seeing in the oncoming waves. We should probably build our offensive team based on what we know they'll be up against.
The defense squad intercepts enemies and automatically fight with defensive armaments like sentry turrets.
Yeah.
Well, I assume we can't really count on them, and we can get an S rank in the battle, and these stuff get us more mystery files, and we know that many ground kaiju will appear. And there's a bonus objective which gets us something.
Another reward, bonus objective reward.
Oh, I see. Okay. Go, offense team!
Then we have our plan. Let's move out.
Easy there, Hijiyama-kun.
I noticed that they have levels to get. Like, I guess there's actually quite a lot of battles that are gonna need to be fought, which may or may not be a good thing. We'll see.
Don't easy there, me. I'm trying to lead the charge.
I just want to go over something before the battle kicks off. Let's try improving the Sentinel.
Upgrades!
What, a refit? Right now?
Sort of. This is one of the meta systems we managed to analyze.
Meanwhile, everyone else is like, Hijiyama, who are you talking to?
Basically, we can use those meta chips you earn in battle. With those, we can make some serious improvements to our armaments and the Sentinels themselves. You might even be able to make some brand new armaments on the fly.
Ooh, I'm interested.
That's amazing, Okino. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, I haven't even tested it yet. I didn't have a way to confirm it. But hey, no time like the present. So let's give it a try.
I hope we don't break it.
Okay. So we can get 3 more weapons.
But
there's more weapons than that. So, for instance, one of his problems is that he doesn't have Demolisher Blade, but this way he can get it.
Yeah.
And at 27,258 metachips, I mean, these aren't asking for much.
Right.
So far, but we have to get things like the meta system level up, immune to damage dealing 500 or less.
Holy!
Immediately counterattacks ground kaiju when hit. Super modes.
Dang.
Oh, and now that I look at it, there's even pilot skills.
Whoa!
And those come from leveling up the pilots. And then Sentinel upgrades, which we just can't do right now.
Area 2, Wave 1 cleared at the bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna upgrade the terminal.
Makes sense to me.
We're gonna upgrade the score multiplier. We're gonna get these skills for the terminal. Oh, instant team cooldown meta skill. Now that we have some meta skills we can do, that matters.
Yeah.
Now, do we even need to worry about upgrading the weapons yet? For anybody?
Probably not, no.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and in the spirit of everything... Oh, we can upgrade. Well, in the spirit of this, I'm going to get him Demolisher Blade for Hijiyama.
Makes sense.
That's kind of what they wanted me to do. But since we still have these meta chips...
So this is another part of the meta systems? This is a really impressive find.
I wasn't ready!
You're telling me these Sentinels can be even more powerful? Do we really have time for this?
Yes.
I'm still not sure if I get it.
Don't worry, we do.
Yeah. Maybe this shit'll make sense once I actually get to punch something.
Yeah, it will.
That should be enough. Even if there's something we forgot, there's no turning back now.
No, I needed to turn back. I didn't mean to cancel out.
Yeah. Let's get going.
No! Oh, okay. Seems to me that the big things are going to be meta skill use and chip multiplier up.
Yeah.
Let's just see how bad Intense is, and then we'll figure out what to do and figure out what to enhance.
I am curious. It seems like at certain metachip thresholds, that's how we get the mystery points to unlock the mystery files.
Yeah, when the battle starts, look at the bottom right side of the screen, and you'll see it gives you that next threshold.
So spending the chips means
Oh,
we
see?
have to fight more.
Oh, no, it's score! Score!
Ah! Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because that would mean it would take longer to get the mystery files unlocked, you know?
Yeah, and that seems kind of weird, but yeah, it's got to be score then.
So definitely score modifier, yeah.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Ow. Jeez. Walking in this thing is rough. I've got this weird pressure in my legs, like they're super cramped. It's not just me, right? All I can think about is how weird it is to see you in a robot, Usami-chan. I mean, I heard about the kind of dreams you've been having. It's super weird to me, too. But I kind of figured you might be involved in all this, too, Iori.
At any rate, that would be the mech's nerve connection. The pain is because your nerves aren't used to it yet.
Oh, that makes sense.
More time in the pilot's seat will help condition your body. Eventually, you won't even notice it anymore. Well, a force of 13 Sentinels makes a formidable team, even accounting for the pilot's inexperience. But the assaults are gonna be a lot worse than the one on Sector 3.
You're kidding. It'll be even worse than the attack on my city?
Warning. Daimyo signatures identified. Enemy in range.
They're here. Eyes up, everyone.
I admit that the battle segments taking place at the end of all the story segments do make them seem really weirdly disconnected and kind of like they don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of odd. I mean, do you see what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okie dokie.
And so each of those small dots is one of the defense team members.
Right. I mean, I guess they'll do stuff from time to time, but we shouldn't count on it. Yeah, the score is our threshold for MP.
Okay. I guess that's where the Daimos are going to spawn.
And we only have to wait 2 minutes? That's not really that much time.
And the bonus objective is to keep the city at 50% or more by the time we finish.
No fight I can't win.
Right, we'll just move everybody over there. Okay, well, you just sit there. Okay. That's a lot of guys. Okay, so they land in like giant clusters and you don't know what they're gonna be.
Round's over.
Well, in that case, since I'm right here, we better get rid of all the farking workers.
They're finished.
Woo!
A fine hit.
Oh, that high quad didn't seem to really give a darn.
Yeah, well, why would it? They've got 6,000 hit points. Like, you gotta keep up with the numbers, Billy.
Damn Kaiju.
Shoot some missiles.
How's that? I did it. No point overthinking it.
Right, now, demolish your blade.
Chew on this. Get bit.
No, it
That
isn't.
all you got?
Still not used to this thing.
Okay, that's that then.
Oh, there's still a worker alive! It's right there!
Wow.
Can't win.
Buddy, you made it.
Here you go.
Okay, so they're gonna spawn over there.
Lend us a hand.
Okay, put a sentry gun out.
You wiped everything out before your defensive units could even start using their abilities.
I'm not counting on those abilities.
I guess life
I mean, nobody really took damage. I get that this is like first wave stuff.
Number 12 moving out. Okay. What now?
Okay, demolish your blade team to take down high quads and frankly everything else. Move out!
Number 10 moving out.
Now that they've landed, we'll use multi-lot missiles.
Come on.
Just a bunch of workers anyway.
How's that? That ought to do it.
And one survived!
Ready for this? Get it! Gotcha!
Okay.
Okay.
What now?
This ring is red, whereas the other ones were white, so be careful. I don't know what that signifies, but it is a different color.
Okay.
Like maybe it's gonna be like 4 high quads or something.
What now?
Oh, that won't be too bad.
I'm aware, but
Okay, everybody, just wait.
Moving out. Gotta be used to fights by now.
Oh, good. Finally, they're starting to come in a little more thickness.
Okay.
Okay, you just stay there then. You just wait. Everybody wait. Everybody wait.
Let's do it, okay?
Okay, we're done waiting.
Out with you.
Boom.
Hit!
All that stuff is gone.
Thanks. Now you're...
Now run up and demolish your blade from the back.
Take this!
Show him what's good.
How's that?
Boom, he's gone.
Down.
Start thinning him out
Die already!
with a leap attack. Fly over and missile them all.
Die! That do it?
Boom, 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 boom. Anybody left?
Nice.
Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
Simple enough.
100% city.
It's the first stage, though. Yeah.
You're
Aegis
right.
Activated. Terminal closure complete.
You're right, but we did pick intense difficulty.
I know.
Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending tactical analysis.
Well, considering how much you can power up your guys, I'm assuming that they're going to get a lot harder.
Yeah.
Looks like all the enemy signals are gone.
How long you been sitting on that trick? Why can't we just do that to all of them?
If it was that simple, we wouldn't be struggling. The Aegis can't activate unless they get close enough to the terminal.
They're after the mainframe and the UFO underground. Their goal is to slip into terminals stationed in various positions across the UFO.
Ah, so they are going after the exact same thing, but there are different terminals all over the UFO.
Because the thing is huge.
If they seize control of the mainframe, our world is as good as gone. Our current situation demands a defensive approach. To keep the terminals safe, we have to rely on the Aegis.
There's got to be something more to it, or there wouldn't be too much of a reason to use this type of complicated non-chronological delivery.
Uh-huh.
So what? The best we can hope for is to keep this one thing safe? Makes it sound like we're getting the shit kicked out of us.
It's true. All we can hope for is to protect it to the end. So we made it through.
And we got about 10,000 for the score.
Come on, guys. We got some ass to kick.
Oh, wow. Ah, only the people on attack get the experience.
Well, that makes sense. Also, because Iori didn't really do very much, she didn't get many points.
Yeah. First time clear, we get a mystery point bonus. S rank, excellent.
500 consecutive hits? That seems complicated. And we could even do that stage again.
Yeah, and grind for points and such.
Neat. Okay, well, that's probably enough for now, don't you think?
Yeah, I think this is a good spot to end it on. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on, and it's going to take a while to get everything in order because of the nature of the narrative. Something time travel, something meta.
I'm definitely enjoying it, but I am having a hard time understanding what I'm supposed to take from it. But we're not exactly far, so...
Yeah, we're still at the beginning of the game.
Cool, okay, see you next time.